Have you dealt with DOMs who have an avoidant attachment style? What would be your advice for the submissive who may have an anxious attachment style? So, in case you're not familiar with these terms, someone with an avoidant attachment style is someone who tends in conflict towards shutting down, pulling back, and kind of going inward. And someone with an anxious attachment style is someone who wants to pursue when there's disconnection and go try to close that gap and fill that space in, fix the problem as quickly as possible. And you can see how these turn pretty challenging pretty easily if you have that mix of those two different things. So the first thing that I encourage anyone to do, and this really plays out the same whether it's the dominant with the avoidant attachment style or the submissive who tends to be more avoidant, is do not look at attachment styles as a life sentence. The reason that we go into avoidance or the reason we go into anxiousness with our partner is because of some inner insecurity. So we don't have to accept that it can't be different. What I always believe that we have to be willing to do is, and the healthy thing to do is to recognize that avoidant and anxious attachment styles are born out of wounding. They're born out of fear. There is also something called secure attachment. And if you work together towards creating a secure attachment, you can overcome these challenges of anxiousness and avoidance. Secure attachment is being able to be connected and comfortable with each other, and then when conflict arises, feeling okay and solid enough inside of yourself that you don't need to go into avoidance or into anxiousness. There's no push and pull. There's just meeting each other where you are at, meeting yourself where you are at, and being okay when the other person isn't okay. The best way that I've found to work through these things are A, trauma work, and B, digging into codependency. Now, they're all kind of part and parcel of the same thing, but these codependent patterns that so many of us have that were born out of the fear of loss of love and the ways that we've had to shape ourselves in the past or thought we had to shape ourselves in order to be loved, in order to be accepted by our caregivers when we were young and by partners then in the past, because we developed these patterns of believing that we can't be, that it's not okay to be ourselves, that we need to present ourselves in a way that gets us accepted and loved by being who we think we need to be for someone else. And when we are faking life like that, when we're living inauthentically, that's what underlies these anxious and avoidant attachment styles. It is the discomfort with ourself. It's the discomfort with our own authenticity, with showing up and saying, this is who I am, this is what I like, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is what I'm feeling right now. When we're afraid of letting that truth be there, and we're showing up in a fake way where we're trying to get that person to like us or love us or not leave us, then we, like, that inauthenticity shows up as sometimes shutting down and sometimes chasing after. So pursue a healing from your codependent patterns and recognize that secure attachment is something that you can work towards together. And it is so much better. It's so much healthier. It feels so much better to be able to connect and really have the kind of intimacy that you can have outside of codependency. When you're allowing yourself to be who you are, you can let someone love you for who you are. You can be loved for who you are. You can love yourself for who you are. That's where it all starts, is self-love.